Hey guys, it's Nastya in English in the City, and I'm happy to see you back on my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you watch my video, then welcome, and I'm happy you came here. So today we are going to have such a chill video. Actually I wasn't planning to film right now, but I'm in a beautiful area. I'm gonna show you on the video later, and I'm gonna sip on my tea, my Turkish tea, and we will talk with you about one topic that I'm sure is important, if not for everyone, then for every second person, but I actually think for everyone. And this is how the fuck to cope with your low energy, low mood, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna tell you why I decided to do that and to film this video. The reason is that this week, when I'm filming this video, I've been feeling pretty low. There aren't any reasons. There are some reasons. I don't know. People say that there are some magnetic storms right now. That that there is some Mercury or whatever retrograde nowadays. So I don't know, like some moon eclipse or whatever eclipse is there right now. I don't know that much, but something is going on, and I've been waking up at night multiple times. So this is not me and my state. It's like, like a roller coaster. Like I wake up and I'm so full of energy, and I dance while I'm cooking, and I'm enjoying so much. And 1 hour later or the next moment, I feel like I don't know, so devastated and like extremely sad and like blue, the bluest person ever. That's me. So I decided to share with you my experience, how I cope with such moments, what I do in order to keep moving and in order to actually stay sane. I think I'm doing it pretty well, so I can share it with you. And actually, I think it's going to be useful for everyone, because definitely we all have such periods and we all have our goals, right? And this is important, because whatever your goal is it to learn English? Is it, I don't know, earn more money, achieve something, etc., etc.? You gotta keep doing without stop, right? Or you gotta keep doing that consistently. And when your mood is low, let's be honest, you don't want to do anything that will help you achieve your goal. So that's why, if we want to achieve something in this life, master some language, have some position or whatsoever, we gotta stay on track. I just can't. This is so beautiful. This sea is sparkling. It is sparkling in such a beautiful way. I just can't. It makes me so happy. So let's get down to our discussion. And I have some notes on my second phone. And my first point is, follow your plan, not your mood. I know that sucks, because nowadays, for some reason, we have this idea, that you should, if you don't have mood, then you don't have to do that. You don't have to push yourself. You don't have to feel uncomfortable or something like that. Yeah, nowadays we just have this very much of a childish approach, I guess. Like, well, if I don't feel like so, then I'm not doing so. And I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it really, oh, birds. Sometimes it is so beautiful. Maybe I can show you. Like, you see, they're flying there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you like that. This is the view. That's why I get interrupted a bit. Well, it's not so beautiful right now, but yeah, let me just change it, and I hope you see me well right now and everything is great. So we have to follow our plan. Because for instance, I don't have like such a great mood today to film video. For instance, I mean, I have good mood, everything is nice, the weather is perfect, so I feel much better than previously. But do I have this high energy that I want to sit here and tell you something? Frankly speaking, no, right? But I understand, like, hey, first things first, done is better than perfect. It is better to show up for myself, it is better to show up for you and do something, right? I don't have to be perfect, and neither have you, right? You also don't have to do that. So that's the first idea. Second idea, that usually what I see, you start having mood and you actually start having more energy in the process of doing. I'm sure you have noticed that for yourself as well. Like, before you start doing something, you feel like, oh my god, I cannot do it, I don't have any energy for that and whatsoever. But just you start, and it sucks, right? It is not so good. But as you go, and maybe as you cross out your your tasks from your to-do list, you start feeling that, like, I don't know, dopamine rush or whatsoever. Like, you feel happier, you have more energy, So I think that it is always better to, give a gentle push, yeah, not like criticizing and saying, you bad girl or bad boy, right? And saying some bad words, call yourself some bad words. No, this is not a cool thing, right? But it really works. Like how we say, the appetite comes during the meal, right? I'm not sure whether there is such saying in English, but this is what we say in Ukrainian. So I'm sure you got the point, right? Because sometimes you feel like probably you're not hungry, but then when you start your meal, you actually understand, you realize how hungry you were. So the same with energy and the same with mood. If you don't have mood, stick to your plan and do what you initially wanted to do, and then you will be very surprised that actually everything is not so terrible. Let me take a sip and we will move on to our second point. And honestly, I will tell you, I also don't feel very, usually I don't give a fuck filming outside. Just today I decided that the weather is so nice and the view is amazing, and I don't want to sit at home. I want to be outside. And I don't know why I felt really uncomfortable to start filming this video and talk, and there are people around. But then I was like, and so what? Maybe I have 10 million followers, they never know. They never know. So also just food for thought for you, for your own goals. Okay. So yes, we spoke about following the plan, not your mood, because it helps you to stay on track and feel better. So the next thing that I wrote out is to move, and this is any type of movement. Look, sometimes, actually always, workout helps so much, but there are really moments when you feel really such a low energy that it is truly, like, almost impossible to push yourself to train, right? I mean, probably that's possible, actually. Probably that's always possible. But I mean, if it's really some sort of like self-harm, I mean, while you're doing that and you have this super strong resistance, maybe that's a toxic thing to do, I mean, towards yourself. So that might be not always the best idea, but what is always like the best ever perfect idea is to go for a walk. And then maybe after you have more energy, you have more mood, and you are ready for a workout as well. So this is something that I swear by, and every single time it works, because I truly believe that there is nothing literally nothing a walk, a nice, long, calm walk can solve. There is nothing like that. I mean, only if you are, I don't know, in a real, like bad state. Um, Maybe you burned out, maybe you are like, fed up with something so much, and you're like really or close to burning out, or you have already burned out, or you are experiencing depression, then of course this is not gonna work. Then you might need something else. And I'm not the one to tell you what you need, right? But I mean, if we speak about uh, general situations, yeah, when you don't have those type of problems, then really, like, whatever happens after a walk, life feels so much better again. And you have like, you find yourself in a place where now you are ready to think about solutions of the problems you have, or actually you start having energy, because we know that the energy again comes through movement or during the movement. So if you don't feel like doing any type of workout, just go for a walk. I also like riding a bike or doing some stretching, and things like that. It's very nice. It's very nice. But honestly, sometimes, actually not sometimes, most of the times, it is much easier for me to just push myself out of my apartment and go outside and take a walk, rather than do some stretching, or even like a tiny stretching workout at home. So this is just an advice for you if um, if you need that, right? I'm just sharing my own experience. Then, if you're a girl, this is of course for girls, but I know maybe there are guys who do that as well, or who enjoy dressing up. So that works perfectly. If you're a type of person who, I mean, everybody takes care of their appearance, right? For everybody wants to be beautiful, everybody wants to be attractive, but if you are the type of person that for you your appearance influences your mood, I am such a person, for instance, then 100%, I mean, for girls it is like most of us are like that. If you know that you look good, that you have a nice makeup, your hair looks nice, and you have a cute outfit, or the comfortable cute outfit that you truly enjoy and you feel comfortable wearing it, then your mood, boosts right away. Because it is difficult to be sad when you look in the mirror and you like what you see there. I'm sure that for the guys it also works, because again it depends on the personality. So for sure, appearance influences. Because if you look like shit, then you most likely feel like shit, right? I mean, if you are, I don't know, after some vacation and you look like a homeless person and you're enjoying, then of course it is another situation. But I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So take your time and care about your look, and then it will also influence your mood. For instance, if I hadn't applied makeup today before going out, definitely I wouldn't have started filming this video, just because like I wouldn't be like ready, let's say. Yeah, so let me check the next point, and there are more people getting, and I feel a little bit less comfortable. You see, I'm also a human. I know there are so many people telling me on Instagram, for instance, that Nastya, you are not shy at all, you don't care, and so on and so forth. I mean, mostly yes, but it wasn't like that all the time. It wasn't like that like all, my whole life. And right now, sometimes I also may feel not so confident, and that's okay. That's a part of being a human, but it shouldn't stop us from doing what we actually want. And what I want to create videos for my YouTube channel, and today I want to do it right here because I enjoy it here. Bottom line. So let me check what is the next thing. Oh, of course, it is talk to a friend. So I mean, it's so obvious, right? I don't know, I just love that. I'm sure we all have such a friend who you call and, or like she calls you, he calls you, and you guys talk, and afterwards, you know, everything, like you crack a, you crack a joke or something, and actually you feel like this is such a beautiful life. You know, you can get it off your chest if necessary, you can cry, you can laugh, and afterwards you feel this relief, you know, sense of relief and happiness that you actually have such a person. So if you feel low energy, if you feel sad, don't be shy and talk to your friends and call them or ask them to call you, and yeah, just be there for each other, and it will definitely influence your state, and you will feel much better. So, so the points that we have discussed so far, they are more about, you know, keep going, doing at least something, maybe not everything that you have planned, but at least like keep going, you know, not to feel worse, but actually what I see most likely, when you feel low, if you start doing something, you, like from the things that I've mentioned earlier, you actually truly start feeling much better, and your energy level, sometimes faster, sometimes slower, but it grows, right? But it is also crucial to say that sometimes this just doesn't work, and this is when you should really just tell, okay, I tried. So now I understand this is not just some random, I don't know, thing that made me feel not so good. Then I really need to take some rest. And then, guilt free, you lay in bed and you rest, right? Or choose whatever rest you need. But of course, better to rest. You know what I'm talking about? Because like watching TV shows, I don't know, studying or changing, the change of activity is not rest. You need to let your brain literally do nothing, and your body as well. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Sometimes you really just have to let it go and rest. It is perfect to do it regularly, of course, but sometimes, I mean, we're all humans, and you might need it earlier than usually, like in the middle of the week, and that's perfectly fine. Nobody's gonna die if you take a little bit of time out and just take a little well-deserved rest. Of course, here probably I should also add that, you know, if you feel that this is just like, I don't know, mental overload, or it is a physical tiredness, intellectual tiredness, then of course you just rest. But if something bothers you, if you have some unsolved situation, again, of course you should seek some help. You should talk to your therapist, or if you haven't tried therapy, I mean, that's a cool thing to try. And or talk to your friend who is really like, you know, your uh, the person you trust, and who really, you know, cheers you up, and who really wants only the best things for you, right? So that would do. So don't try to, like, my point is, don't try to run away from any problems or any worries if there are some, right? Because sometimes we do so many things just to avoid meeting the reality and meeting our own like feelings, and because that is painful. So try not to do that. Yes, the things that I've mentioned previously, this is something that, like, just if you don't have some unsolved stuff inside of you, right? This is just what would work for all of us. But if there is some deeper issue, of course, these will work for you. This will help you maintain your state, but nothing solves if you don't solve it, right? So also keep that in mind. And let me see what else I have here. The last one. If you let it go and you rest and you feel like you are in this state, right? Don't stay there way too long. And this is actually the reason why I'm always trying to do something, because I know from my own personal experience and from experience of many individuals, actually, if you're not in the movement for a long time, if you don't do something for a long time, you feel worse and worse. You feel like you have to rest more and do nothing, but eventually that just like creates even bigger problem. So that's why, I mean, if you rest, set yourself some limit, I don't know, and just, I mean, actually, frankly speaking, there is a difference, like rest and feeling apathy while you're resting. It is absolutely different things. So I mean, you do you guys. If you feel that you just need some rest, you rest until you feel better, right? But if you understand that there is something not so pleasant and you have some, I don't know, some bad thoughts, some intrusive thoughts, then this is not worth it. If you want to feel that, give yourself some limit, set the limit, right? And afterwards, use your discipline and start doing shit, okay? Because otherwise, chances are you're just going to feel worse and worse. Really, I hate saying this. I mean, I'm a lazy as myself, but really, when you do something, you feel much better, because it might be not work, it might be not like some of your responsibilities or whatsoever. Just like when you do something for yourself, as a walk, as a workout, as cooking a delicious meal for yourself, homemade meal, in the way that you like, yeah, with some adjustments that you like, and nobody can ever do that for you in a restaurant, or you're making yourself your favorite cup of tea and you drink it from your like most loved mug, like all of these things, they really make us feel better, bit by bit. So if you want to feel better, just do it, just do something, because really, I mean, it seems that if we just leave it the way it is, we will start feeling better, and that moment never comes, unfortunately, as experience shows. So let's just do it and take care of ourselves. Please let me know if that was useful for you, and of course, let me know in the comments down below, what do you do in such situations? Maybe you have some strategies and some tips that I will also implement to my life, or like to my routine. And yeah, thank you. Cheers to you, and always stay on track and feel great. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in our next videos.